Mother Teresa impacted the lives of people around the world, from every walk of life. Here are stories from 3 Americans who encountered her. On September 5, 1997, the world lost a true living saint. Mother Teresa touched the lives of millions, often one person at a time. Here are 3 ordinary Americans who knew her. It was a fall day in 1968. I had just come off my nursing shift and was on my way to an orphanage in our suburban Dallas neighborhood, where I planned to meet the children I had volunteered to bring home for the holidays. I felt good about what I was doing, but frustrated too. There were so many people who needed help, and I could only do so much. Celebrating Guidepost's 75th anniversary. When I opened the front door of the orphanage, I was stunned. A group of kids and several reporters crowded around a small woman in a nun's habit. Mother Teresa. I had just read an article about her. She reached out to touch the cheek of a little girl. Now there's someone who truly makes a difference, I thought. I moved closer, drawn in by the force of her personality. Just before she left, she turned to me and smiled, her eyes crinkling at the corners. "You look like someone I would like to take back to Calcutta to help in my work." I laughed and shook my head. "I'd miss my family too much," I said. She handed me a small red card. "Then write me," she said, looking intently in my eyes. At home, I didn't even change out of my nurse's uniform before sitting down at the dining room table with my stationery and a pen. I started a letter several times, only to crumple up the paper and toss it away. What do you say to Mother Teresa? Finally, I began by telling her how she reminded me of my own mother. Then the words flowed. I wrote about my married daughter, my job, even admitted something I had never really admitted to myself. Though I had gone to church regularly since I was a little girl, I had never really felt God's presence in my life. I didn't expect a response from her, but it was good to get those things down on paper. I mailed the letter the next day. A few weeks later, after an exhausting day at work, I got the mail and listlessly shuffled through the letters. I saw one stamped, "Air Mail," and tore it open. It was a simple note from Mother Teresa, thanking me for my letter and urging me to try to connect to God through prayer. "You can get so close to God that nothing can hurt you," she wrote. A short while later I wrote back. And so it went. I babbled on about my joys, my troubles, my questions, and she sent short but powerful replies, always ending with, "God bless you." Gradually I learned to share my thoughts with God as openly and comfortably as I shared them with Mother Teresa, a lesson I hadn't even known she was teaching me.